Marvel Rivals is out, and with it comes 33 different heroes to choose from. And while you may want to play your favorite Marvel hero, unfortunately, that's probably not the best option. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 best duelists to use in order to climb and learn the game quickly. With that being said, let's get right into it. The 3rd best duelist is Moon Knight. He is extremely broken right now, but not very easy to use, which is why he is number 3. First, let's talk about his left click. When you hit an enemy, it will bounce off and hit up to 2 more nearby enemies, meaning you can deal a ton of damage when people are grouped up. This also means if your aim isn't the best, you can aim at a bigger target like a tank while also hitting the squishies at the same time. However, in order to get the most out of him, you need to make sure you are comboing your abilities. You want to throw an onk down on the ground or against a wall, preferably beside the healers, and then start shooting at it. It will ricochet and hit all nearby enemies, so spam left click into the onk, then hit a right click. This will almost instantly kill any target, and up to 2 of them at a time, and you won't even have to aim at all because the onk is a stationary target. Moon Knight can pump a lot of damage regardless of where he is. However, to be the most effective with him, you want to be getting into off angles and flanking using your zip to get behind the enemy and kill the healers. It's not bad to pump damage from the front line, but whenever the chance arises, make sure you combo his abilities to quickly finish off the back line and win a point for your team. Don't just constantly spam left click into the enemy tanks. Moon Knight's ult can be very powerful, but also easy to dodge. It is most effective when you combo it with another hero's ult that keeps the enemy stuck in place. However, if you don't have any of them on your team, you need to use it more strategically. A good thing to do is combo with your onk, so throw that on the ground and start spamming it. Then call your ult beside it where the enemy team is going to run away to. This should net you a couple kills or at least do a lot of damage. It's much better than randomly throwing it because 9 times out of 10 everyone's just going to dodge it. It's also good to mention his movement is awesome. He has a hook, double jump, and glide that will allow you to get away from diving heroes, get into good off angles when flanking, or if you die, you can get back into the action quickly. The 2nd strongest duelist is Hawkeye. Right now, Hawkeye does an insane amount of damage. Well, that's as long as you can hit your shots. So make sure you only play him if you can aim with him. He has 2 different arrows, a regular long range attack that can be spammed or powered up for more damage, and a close range explosive arrow you can use by clicking 2. However, his 2nd type of arrow isn't that effective, so only use it to break the terrain or break walls. When playing Hawkeye, you want to play back behind your team and always focus on the squishies. One fully charged headshot will kill them. You want to always make sure that you're leading your shots, as the enemies will be moving and your arrow has a drop off and carry time, so it isn't hit scan. Now, if you get doped by a tank or someone else, use shift to do some damage and push them back. Then use your super jump to get away from them and take your time to line up your shot and melt them. This is the best combo to make sure you are hard to kill. It works especially well against tanks as they are easy to hit. Hawkeye's ult is extremely powerful, but you need to use it right. When you pop it, a silhouette will show wherever the enemy just was. When using his ult, make sure you always have your sonic arrow up. Shoot your sonic arrow into all the enemy silhouettes to do an insane amount of damage. Then find the squishy silhouettes and aim at them. If you can't see them, then spam shoot the tank for an easy kill. Always make sure you are in an open area where the enemies cannot hide behind cover when you pop it, because if they do, you won't see any silhouettes and your ult will be wasted. Also, make sure you are in a safe spot when using it, and it's not a high stress situation or you will most likely die. It's best to use it when the enemy is distracted by your front line. Yo, what's good gamers? If you're enjoying this video so far, consider hitting that sub button. It would mean a lot if you did. If not, no worries. Much love, guys. And if you're wondering who's the best duelist to use in the game right now, it's gonna have to be Punisher. He is by far the easiest to use with the most damage output. His rifle is great for long range battles, he's the best for air control, and he can melt tanks with his shotgun, making him all around very powerful. You can also reload cancel by swapping between guns, allowing for an insane amount of damage output. He does have a turret and it can be very strong, just make sure you aren't using it at the wrong time. It is best to be used at the beginning of a round to start off with heavy damage when defending. However, you need to make sure you are close to a wall when using it, so that you can get away. It only has 600 health and can be destroyed easily if focused. So make sure you put your zipline by the turret, and when it breaks, just zip away. You can also use the turret when the enemy team is grouped up in a battle and you're in a safe space to pump damage down range, as the turret does AoE damage and will damage any enemy that is close to the one you are shooting. When it comes to alts, I think Punisher has the strongest DPS alt in the game. It is an infinite ammo killing machine. However, you can die pretty quickly when using it, so when you go to pop it, call to your team for heals, and then just run it down. There isn't a single enemy that can survive. You can melt anyone in a second or two, even tanks. Unless Luna is ulting, then it's not going to work very well. So pop it when you see the enemy is staggered and take them out one by one. However, do not pop it in the middle of a team fight when you can't get heals allocated to you or when all your healers are dead, because you will just get focused and die quickly. Each hero in Marvel Rivals is extremely powerful and can solo carry a game if you know how to play them properly. However, the ones listed above are slightly better than everyone else and are easier to pick up, use, and carry with. Also, keep in mind each one of these heroes will become even more powerful when you do their team ups, so always try and do them when you can. I would suggest you try them all out, as well as other heroes, to find what works best for you. But please make sure you can play at least one hero from each role, as in this game you will find yourself failing a lot, and if you can't do that, then you will have a hard time ranking up. I know we all want to play Duelist and mow people down, but unfortunately team comp is important, so if you actually want to win your games, make sure you can play what is necessary when it is necessary. And if you want to learn who the 3 best strategists are and how to play them properly, go ahead and check out this video next.